you'll recognize this guy. Joe was talking about they had mayors from all over the place, Republican and Democratic mayors, independent mayors, I suppose, too, came down to the White House. And I watched a good portion of this earlier today, and it was pretty charming and great. And but I want to see if I can find. I didn't make notes. I should have on the timing of it. But there's one moment where he digs on Trump, and I'll see if I can find it here.
Steve, we're good to see you. Mitch Landrieu.
Oh, this is the part. By the way, this is the part where he just knows people's names.
Marty Walsh. Secretary Buttigieg.
Oh yeah. And it's his birthday.
Pete turned 30 today. We got my wife is going to ship. She has a tradition in her family: 5 girls and 5 sisters, and everybody's birthday you got to sing happy birthday. So stand up and let's sing happy birthday. Happy birthday. So
they sing happy birthday
to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Pete. Happy birthday to you.
So, okay, really nice. Just whatever. Just embarrassing Pete Buttigieg. Now, listen to this anecdote about the 5 sisters, because I fucking love this.
And those of you who know my wife know I'm not kidding. By the way, I tell every young man who's telling me, I'm thinking of getting married or something. I said, look, you have any advice? They said, yeah, pick a family with 5 sisters or more. And they look at me, what the hell is that all about? I said, it's really simple. That way, one of them always loves you, not the same one. You always have somebody on your side. I want to thank Tom Perez.
It's like, if you have 5 sisters, one of them will always love you. It's like, you'll always have somebody on your side, which I like. That's old man advice, man. That is, I got to say, that's like, that is some porch advice. So great.
For being the point person for so long. Where are you, Tom? There you are. Stand up, Tom.
Notice it didn't take him any time at all to find who he was talking about, and he didn't look the opposite way while everyone else was looking that way or whatever. Just kind of normal shit. I just love the fact that he's prattling off people's names because he's worked with people, and Trump is going, chairman, football player, like it's just recognize cowboy, brick suit dude, like he just recognizes people by their hat or an article of clothing, right? Whereas Biden just prattling off these dudes' names. Now I'm going to see if I can find the point where he's talking about they back away from this other piece. Let's see.
Protect against extreme heat and so much more.
Okay, he's talking about environmental stuff.
Everything moves when that's happening. When people have money to spend. And it's clean, I might add. It's clean. And when folks see shovels in the ground and people going to work in these projects, they can feel a sense of pride again. Think what we did. Most of the I come from the corporate capital of the world. Not a joke, Delaware. More corporations incorporated in Delaware than every other state in the union combined.
Yeah, by the way, I don't know if I brought this up before when they talk about the shell company idea or whatever. Like, that's, like, Delaware's a thing. Like, you get a corporation when you're fucking born in Delaware. Like, they incorporate their kids right out of the gate because of the tax breaks on it and all kinds of shit. But that's one of the things. Like, I'm shocked the Biden family, they don't have 5 apiece. Like, this is the state, I mean, they should have the legal Zoom logo on their fucking license plates.
And guess what? A lot of those corporations, they're not bad people. They decided, let's go with the cheapest labor in the world. So they sent the jobs overseas, shut down the factories at home, sent the jobs overseas, and then imported the product. Not anymore. We're sending product overseas and we're importing the jobs. Pride in hometown. I really mean it. Think about it. Think about it. What happens if you build up your pride in America? Pride in home. People have pride when things start coming back. Pride knowing you can get big things done when you work together. Look, folks, we know pride also means feeling safe in your neighborhoods. The fact that we've made enormous progress preventing and reducing crime through the American Rescue Plan. We've made one of the biggest investments in local public safety ever, over $15 billion. And and much of it's gone directly to you to hire for your departments. You've done a tremendous job.
So he's talking this again. This is talking to mayors. I wish I should have fucking set aside that moment where he's talking about.
Can't go anywhere without people knowing what you're doing.
This is fun. So back this up. He's talking about how he took a job in. He's like, he was so glad to go to Washington because when you're a local politician, everybody thinks you can fix everything right away and they know where you live. This is like the problem that mayors bitch about.
I only ran for the Senate because serving locally was too hard. They know where you live and they think you can solve problems that are beyond your authority. And believe me, all kidding aside, you have enormous respect I have enormous respect for the jobs you do. I really mean it. You can't go anywhere without people knowing what you're doing. They know where you live and they think you can solve every problem. And no, I'm serious. The fact is you're answering key questions people ask every day. Is my neighborhood safe? Is it going to be okay? Will this bus get me to work on time? My kids, they're going to have a good future in this town? Am I able to stay in my hometown? It matters. It matters what you do.
Right. So he's talking about the idea is he's going to he's talking. This is a bipartisan group, Republican and Democratic mayors, and he's literally just making jokes with them and talking about this shit or whatever. But the idea is this is just a meeting that he had. Fuck, when was this? Today, right? Stream live 2 hours ago. This is 2 hours ago. I gotta find this fucking place where he talks about the fucking infrastructure. After I gotta do, because it's. Hold on. Oh wait.
Tell them, and by the way, as many in blue states as red states. Red states is blue for real.
He's talking about infrastructure projects.
And here's the deal. I know.
And somebody's mentioned basically Trump. This is the idea. It's like infrastructure week, that it was always infrastructure week under Trump.
Tell the former president I'm busy right now. Look. But I always say some of the most ardent critics of me are announcing these great programs. And I say I have one comment. See you at the groundbreaking. Look, I've kept...
So, yeah, the idea like Trump wants to... The earlier part of the conversation where he was talking about it, it's just basically that like Trump wants to call him out or something. He's busy passing the infrastructure bill is what the joke was earlier. And he's like, I know. He kind of revisited it at that point. And it just became a callback through the entire speech. Was this kind of it was like this running gag where he's like, every time he's like, I'd love to talk to him about his ideas for this kind of stuff, but I'm busy passing the infrastructure bill. We're busy rescuing the economy. We're busy keeping the unemployment low, shit like that. And that was kind of the big main gag of it. He's like, here's the deal. I know. Okay. All right. Yeah. That was what he was talking about. So anyways, it was hilarious. Solid speech. Meets everybody, goes out, gives a speech, walks around, shakes hands afterwards. And knows fucking everybody, just for the record. He's, at the end of this fucking thing, he just says, hold on, he says, he finishes his remarks, and then after they're done, hold on, let's see if I can show hold on, let me see if he says.
The dangerous part of up here is that it's hard to know what room you're in because all of them are identified by color. The red room, the blue room, the green room. It's not, but all kidding aside, welcome to the White House. This is your house. And I was getting in the elevator to come up, and my introducer, where is she? There she is. I said, every time that I hear Hail the Chief, I wonder, where the hell is he?
They're playing your song.
That's right.
Yeah, that's the lady said they're playing your song, and he makes this joke every time.
Thank you for everything you do.
Right. So apparently this is a running gag he does with guests at the White House. is that anybody who's standing there, especially the person who's walking with him, whenever he walks somebody in, if they're a vet or if they're a disabled person or minority business leader or whatever, like these groups that he tries to bring focus to, the whole, like, apparently it's this running gag with him where they start playing the song and he starts looking around and he goes, where is he? Oh, it's me, right? Like that, like it's this kind of running gag. It's hilarious. Oh, and hey, I don't know if you know this.
Distinguished guests, please remain in your seats while the president departs.
Now, I would like you to notice. Turn out the light of the train. Okay, whatever. So you need to notice how. Is that Karen Bass? Yeah, I think so. I can barely see her in there, but I think so. And of course, that's Tim Conway. I'm kidding. You notice the difference between him when he finishes a speech and Trump, especially these kind of things. He walks around, he talks to people he doesn't know. Like, she's clearly not somebody that he knows, directly, or he's, these are mayors from all over the place. But he just kind of chit-chats with everybody. And then there's like 10 people he fucking knows personally. And then they get, he gets very senatorial and starts just kind of on these long-winded stories, and they start having to yank him away because they're like, you got shit to do, buddy. Yeah. And it's just music on these parts. It's like, I mean, seriously, these are like genuine conversations. That Secret Service dude is super serious. Like, I don't know. I don't trust the Midwestern mayors. What the fuck? I got an eye on anybody with the word the word "vil" attached to their town. You know what I'm saying? Sounds commie to me or some shit. I don't know. So yeah, so it's just a huge difference. It's like walking in and like saying hi to people.